Okay. Hold on, I want to see something. I just want to see. See, I don't need a cameraman, folks. I think I got it right here. All right. You know, this is street level interview. Hopefully, I'm in this motherfucker. I can see the camera.
Right.
All right. So, man, what's going on with this new album?
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy CI. Yay! Yo, check it out. If you want to know more about CI, you can find me on Instagram at Cobra Mortal, Facebook.com/The Real Cobra Mortal, Twitter.com/Cobra Mortal. I have music on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, all over that. So make sure y'all tune in to CI. Also, join the official Facebook.com/The Real Cobra Mortal music fan page. That's where you're going to find a lot of my creative content and updates and everything about the album. So I got a new album coming out, Another Level.
Another level.
And the significance of this album, man, is so much different than what I've done before. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you go back in time and you look at my earlier works, you'll see the transition of the progression of me as an artist, understanding the business, you know, learning how to make and create better songs and everything like that. So if you look at from where I'm at back then to where I'm at now, I took it to a whole another level. And that's the reason why I named it that way, to show the progression of me, you know, in this business. So that's the reason why I called it Another Level.
Now, are there any combos on this track? You got other artists with you, or is it just all CI?
It's just all CI, man. You know, for the most part, it's like, to be honest with you, man, you know, in this business, it's hard to trust people, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, it's hard to work with people. And I've ran into some situations where, not that I'm totally ruling it out, but at the same time, it's like, I can't afford to get into some type of melee where it could cause damage to my brand. You know what I'm saying? I've self-funded the CI brand, you know, and for 16 years going strong, I've invested a certain amount of money into it, but the time to be creative, to create new music, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it took time for that. So collaborations, I'm not ruling it out, but as far as like, you know, but you just got to be careful on who you work with, because you don't want it to do any type of damage.
You're talking about people coming in, hey, bro, and then they try to find out who your plug is. Then they try to right to your plug. That's the type of dirty move we're ultimately talking about.
Right, you know, and you know, one thing about in this game, bro, is like, it's all about you know, those type of people that you talk about are opportunists. You know, they try to see what's going on. They normally wouldn't, when you try to reach out to them, you know, they kind of felt like at that time, like, well, I'm so much more above you, you know, and you're beneath me. But now, since their connect and they plug got dried out, they see that I'm eating good barbecue right now. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, let me get a piece of that, bro.
No, I was trying to sell you my sauce. I was trying to, you know, whatever like that. And then you try to shift a player to the side. And then now you realize, like, dude's got a body of work, a catalog, a solid catalog. You know what I'm saying? So then they want to, you know, smell what I'm cooking now. So it's like, no, bro, we can't do that. It's like we done moved beyond all that.
Well, you know, do you have any legal, you know, ways to go about it? You know, like, say brother man comes over and hollers at you. You guys did a couple of things, and then he beat you. You know, say it was over a track. Yeah, I heard the same tracks coming from, and he somehow got it on his phone and took it. What legally? What thing can you now do legally to ensure that you are taken care of? Because there's nothing on paper showing that was your beat before, old boy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, like when it comes to with the legal system, when it comes to that, it should be to where one of the ways that it could protect you is if like if everything is published, you know what I'm saying? It has to show what artists or contributors or authors is within that work. So I would say, man, it's just all about a contract, you know, a verbal contract is not going to help you in law. It's all about like where we record that song in that studio. Because every time we record a song in the studio with the vocal tracks on it, by the time you upload it and by the time you stop working on that song, it's already time stamped. So we have proof of the actual that we own the rights to the song. It's more of we just ask for a feature. You know what I'm saying? So by the time that if that other artist tried to come at me or any other artist for
No,
that
you
matter.
find you're on and you hear this shit on the radio. You're like, shit, that's my beat.
Yeah, yeah,
We working on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, other than we all always know how, hey man, I need to holler at you, X and XY.
Right.
We're not trying to
Right.
send people down the dark road.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, you got a attorney on retainer, right? That you can holler at for anything. That's what that's the ultimate thing I want these young people to understand. There's a right way and a wrong way to do this.
Yeah.
Now don't get it twisted. There have been a lot of people who do it the wrong way and they go up, right? But they always fall, man, each and every one of them. All right. And there's very few people that actually do it the right way. So you start doing it, and if you're doing it the wrong way, you get caught up in the legality and it'll just wipe you out. But you stay, you stay on top of it with the attorney, you stay on top of it with knowing copyright laws, copyright issues. I think, a lot of people don't think about it because, there's a lot of young brothers out there want to be rappers. You know what I'm saying? That's something that they're striving for. And I'm not going to shit on their dream. All right. But I'm not going to sit here and sprinkle some fairy tale bullshit on their dreams saying that shit's real either. You know what I mean? Because you have to have something to fall back on, unless you go 100. If you go 100, there is no plan B. More power to you. All right. But most people need a plan B. And that plan B, might be going into the logistics side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you are the content creator for your brand. All right. But you're not going to be the guy, at the end of the day, that's going to take the DVD and literally put it in a envelope and mail it to somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That you're going to have that shit fulfilled out, right? Yep. So young brothers that, maybe I can't rap, you know what I'm saying? But I got like 16 cats that will sit up here in a warehouse and put this shit together. I can be your fulfillment. He gets plugged in with you, and then you plug him with other. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should work.
Right.
You know what I mean? It can't just be the end of the line. You know what I mean? Too often, I think a lot of people just want to be the end of the line for whatever it is. You know what I mean? Have their pockets blow up while everybody else is all like, "Oh my God, can I get a piece of cheese?"
Yeah, man. It's important to like how I look at this game. It's like I don't know.
There's some sort of military helicopter coming over. That's kind of weird.
They looking at us. I truly believe, man. There's like, if you're not built for this game, if you're looking at this game as a hobby, or if you're looking at this game and you're not being serious about it, then this ain't the game for you. You got to be ready to. It's a lot of time and a lot of money that's invested into this industry. And the way that the game is now, the record labels aren't signing the artists like they used to. But really, you have your own platform now to where you can develop your own movie.
And you have better, because I saw this shit on Drudge Report, and it was this little white dude. He was a little they call him emo rapper, little white emo rapper. Saying he's gonna be the next big thing. Look, bro, you're on the endangered species. You're like a jazz musician, at the end of the day, right before it goes all white. Because rap is fixing to go all white, dude. From tippity to top to bibbity bottom. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's sad. Yet another a mark in the history, because you watch 15 years, it'd be like, man, black folks started rap. Man, you a lie. And that shit didn't even come out till Eminem hit the scene. You know what I'm saying? Because the people who be living there, they gotta know no better.
Yeah.
The hell with Google. I know you can Google that shit. We didn't in my generation, so we fell for the okie doke.
Right.
I was like 22 when I first found out about Jimi Hendrix playing rock and roll.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because like, I sat back and before I became an artist, I was a fan of the music, and there was times where I went back and actually.
Hey, stand over there. I want to get this shot of this creek. I think that's a better. I don't want to see these. Just stand like right there. Oh, perfect.
Is that perfect?
Yeah. Because these
Okay.
motherfuckers, I'm hearing all kinds of shit behind me, and it's making me nervous.
Yeah.
And especially when motherfuckers already let you know.
Right.
I like how that. I don't know if this is gonna come up on film, but I like how this sun's hitting through there, man. It's like a field of hope.
Yeah.
Because I'm all big on hope, man. Because we don't have enough of that shit. We don't have enough hope.
No,
You
no,
know,
not at
out
all.
here, uh, I went to a couple people's houses today. I went to 5 people's houses, and one of them didn't have heat or electricity. 2 of them were using wood stoves. You know, the other 2, they were doing okay. They're just out of work. All right, and that's 5 people. And there was no Christmas spirit. There was only one Christmas tree, and out of all 5 people. And, not that that should be a sign of anything. Actually, you're not supposed to have a Christmas tree for real. But the thing is, it's like the spirit of Christmas, guys, is not here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but what is the spirit of Christmas? What is it? Is it really some fat white guy running around here giving presents? Hey, sit on my laps, kid. Because I'm not, stupid. That's called a fucking strip joint. Hey, sit on my lap. Let me give you a gift. You know what I'm saying? They do that Monday through Friday over there on the east side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Christmas should be about, I believe, obviously, the remembrance that Jesus Christ is born, blah, blah, blah. But on a personal level, it should be about just being happy. Not like psychotically, like, oh, it's Christmas, I gotta be happy. No, just have a smile, you know what I'm saying? Just enjoy life. Enjoy this while we have it. Because it might not be here next year.
No.
It might not be here next month.
Uh-oh.
The way this shit's going. But your album, though, where can they find your album again?
Well, the album, we, being independent, we take that differently. Like we kind of sit back and we plan stuff out. First, when we create the album, it's like, okay, we might make 20 songs on it, and then out of those 20, we'll sit back and be like, okay, we're gonna go with that one. This one may not make it. Not to say that it's a bad song, but may need to be used for something else. But we try to always go with our best stuff. But I've already released one single off the album, Hustle, which is available for streaming services on Spotify and iTunes, Apple Music. The actual album, Another Level, will be released in January because I've listened to many experts and they always say not to release an album during December, and it makes perfectly good sense because um, a lot of the A&R execs in these music companies are out of town. They're doing stuff. The industry kind of closes down a little bit. But January, February of next year, that's when everybody comes back to work and it's more revenue that's going on. But um, the new album will be released in January of 2019. It's kind of like evolving as an artist, uh, taking it to a different level. So I felt like, what better way to start off the new year
Oh, hell.
than to put a new album out at the beginning of the year.
That's the best way to do it.
Right. So
You know what I'm saying? That's the only way to do it.
that's the only way to do it. And like I said, man, we always work hard. Like I know a lot of my friends have given up. They're like, man, CI, why do you still keep doing what you're doing? And I'm like, man, because it's the love of it. I mean, we come from an area where the black man really doesn't make it out. It's like I looked at my environment of all the things that I've been through, the different experiences, and I take all of those things and I put it into my music, and it's like
That's the heart and the soul of the music.
yeah. So it's like, man, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's the reason why I called it Another Level. It's I feel like I'm reinventing myself as an artist. It's like all of your stuff isn't supposed to sound the same. You're supposed to you're always supposed to put new
Because
creative
think about it,
content
do
in
you
it.
always feel in the heart the same every day?
No,
You know what I'm saying? So it's naturally gonna be. That's why I don't understand like how people You know how you have the guy that has that one hit, everyone's grooving, you know, and they expect every song to damn near sound be a carbon copy of that sound, you know. But it don't work like that. That's why you
No.
have, you know, songs you love on an album and songs you don't love. But overall, it's still a good product. You know what I'm saying? That's see what it is. A lot of people out here don't understand what you were talking about as far as, and I'm not talking about the listener. I'm talking about the creators now. As far as putting it all together,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
those little things about, you know, because some people, I tell you what, they'll be like, man, no, think about December. You know, people are buying Christmas gifts, and
yeah.
but think about it, they're buying Christmas gifts, yeah. But unless you're popping like that, you might not be on the list.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. It makes perfect sense. Like I wouldn't, I might release like I've released
Thanksgiving,
one
around
song
Thanksgiving.
I released one song um just this year. You know what I'm saying? I would not release the full album because it's like I know this is a different time of year. People are with their families, they're buying Christmas gifts, things like that. So I'm thinking, well, I'm just gonna wait till after that and release that new album. Cause so in January, when that new album comes out, it would do better next month, next year, coming out than it would this year. Like this year, we've released we've released an album in 2018, the Swag Jacket, with C Roos. What up, C Roos? What's up, big dog? We put out collaboration album Swag Jacket, early part of 2018, and then we released singles since then. So it's like for me, like I feel like we've done all that we can do for 2018. Let's get ready for 2019. Put the new material out, release a new album at the start of the year. What better way
To
to
start a year.
start a year by a fresh new sound? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so there's always a method to the madness somewhere, but it's in this industry, it's how you move strategically to get the effective results.
There it is, the
You know?
effective. Because if you're not getting the results, it is what it is. You
Yeah,
know, it is what it is. You have to analyze, rethink it, and change your approach. You
yeah,
know, you
yeah,
can't keep on hitting the same brick wall expecting your fist to go through. Trust
yeah.
me, your fist is gonna break.
Each
It
album,
will.
each album that you put out is it's a chapter of your life of where you were at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so I always tell people, research me. You know what I'm saying? Look at where I came from. Look how I first started out. And then, I'm also working on a memoir as well. The Cobra Immortal story, the man music. It's it takes years of writing a book. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to go back and you got to interview and talk to the people that actually knew who you were. You know what I'm saying? And who you was at that time and where you're headed at right now. So it takes years of writing a book, but in one of the excerpts in one of my books, which would be also available on audiobooks as well, um, I was talking about the first time I ever stepped foot into a recording studio. And that was back in 2001, 2002. And I think about where I was at that time musically, knowledge wise, and I look back years later on my life. It's like, man, look how far I came. Like just working hard to get better, saving the money, being wise with the money to invest into your ideas, because it takes money to invest into your craft. So um, I look back far back, man, and then I look at where I'm at right now, the shows that I've done, the places that I've traveled to. It's I mean it's been a remarkable ride, and I have enough music. My goal is to make enough music to last for the next 20 years. That is my goal, is to make music. So then when I invest my time in something into something else, because I'm always thinking about getting into other things. I want to be able to say, okay, well, I pretty much have done it all. Writing books. I've been in one movie, The Lou. Um, so acting is in my future, is in my sights as well. So I'm a fan of all of the arts. So I want to be able to say, man, I touched every aspect of the entertainment industry.
And and that's what it should be all about, man. Listen, don't ever just limit yourself to one unless you're totally, genius and spectacular. You have to be flexible, man. You have to be able to, stretch a little. Don't
Yeah,
go
yeah.
too far out to where you're just a damn putty ball, but you got to be able to wiggle a little bit, and that's what's so cool. You got to stay at this and keep at it. You got a Patreon.
Yes, I do. I have www.patreon.com/ Cobra Mortal. You can read my bio there, make your donations and contributions there. And also, what I've done as well is I've taken a portion of my CD sales that I sold, and I donate the money to needy families. It's cold out here during the winter,
There it
so
is.
there's people out there that may not have the money for somebody, or keep their lights on, or keep something on, food, or whatever the case may be. So it's always about giving back. I don't give to people to look good. I give to people because it's the right thing to do. And Cobra Mortal stands for charity. Cobra Mortal is going to be known as a defender of true justice for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter who you are, Cobra Mortal stands with you, and that's the reason why that I fight every single day, because I'm always thinking about other people. So I always
There
take
you go.
a
That's the
portion.
spirit of Christmas, what he's talking about right here.
I always take up a portion of seeds and I donate it to a random family. I've bought groceries before. I've also bought. Uh, it was funny. This is just one of the stories that I have. I was at a supermarket and I seen this little boy, and he was very friendly. Came up to me, shook my hand and everything. He said, "Mom, I want." There was a couple of toy cars. They were $10 a piece, and I was actually getting medicine for a family member of mine. And the little boy goes to his mom like, "Mom, can I have a car?" And she said, "No, no, little." I forgot what his name was. He said, "Can't afford it." So I was like, I asked the lady at the counter, like, "Ma'am, uh, can we pay for a couple of toy cars here?" And she's like, "Yes, sir." So I said, "Come here, little buddy." Come over. It's like, "Go pick your two cars out, any one that you want." And the look on his face when he looked at his mom, I hugged his mom, and I'm assuming that was his grandfather that were there. And like I said, man, I take the proceeds of what I make and I donate it to other people. Don't nobody. I don't. They don't need to know who has the money, where it goes to. But what we do want people to know is that it's donated for a good cause, because we fight. There's for the people out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so that's what CI is about: giving back, helping people out, being a good person, and being the voice of the streets. That's what why like I my reason why I chose my name is to be the voice of the streets.
There it is. And guys, also if you want to contribute to special report, I too have a Patreon.
Hmm.
It is patreon.com, all that jazz. It's True Power is Mine. True Power is Mine, same as the YouTube channel. I got two tiers. The $10 tier, you get a t-shirt after 4 months, or I think 5 months. Then the $50 tier, you get a t-shirt mailed out immediately, uh, basically that day, or the day after, a couple days after receiving the order.
Yeah, make sure you check out my man, True Powers Mind. Great person. They have a monthly, daily show on YouTube, True Powers Mind, at YouTube. They also have the special report show that they do every week. The other morning show is every Friday. They've had a lot of influential
Oh
guests
yeah.
on there. Judge Joe Brown, Mark Anaheim, Jane Elliott, Jimmy Blakely, Reverend Larry Rice.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually been a voice, been a guest on the show several times.
Also had the King of
So
Barbecue, which is Brian Furman
yeah.
from Bees Crack and Barbecue. The King of Barbecue's been on this. So
So every
we've
walk of
done.
every walk of life, every walk
Yes,
of life.
John Lear.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
uh,
people that work for NASA, and people that are real,
yeah, John Madison
you
or
know
Wayne Madison.
yeah, powerful people, man. So make sure you check out every day special report, True Powers Mind. They're also on Facebook, other places like that.
Instagram. I've just made an Instagram. I mean, you guys got to bear with me. I only been doing this for 1 year now. Basically started last January with the YouTube channel, and shit. Been a great year. You know, 100 and basically I think like 120,000 ish views for this channel. I only got one channel. You know, I ain't one of these guys out here with 10, 12 different channels sucking in people. Just the one little channel. And but you know what? Little channel, but big effect.
Right, right. Man, like it's like I said, the one thing that I love is to see. I love to see everybody striving to be the best. You know what I'm saying? And I said here at Mo Ill Records, we are part of the True Powers Mind family. Special shout out to brother Dimebag Darley. Make sure you also check him out as well. Dimebag TV. And what is their information right there?
Dimebag TV, and then it's also on Patreon, I believe. Dimebag TV, Patreon. No website just yet. Just YouTube, Patreon, Facebook, and Periscope. All Dimebag TV. You'll get all the other morning shows and random BS over there.
Yep.
All right. So there is one other little spot, man. If we can, I want to go down here by the old shoe factory and film just to show the devastation. We can do that from the car, though.
Okay.
All right.
All right. It's your boy CI, man. Salute to everybody. Another Level, the new album coming out next month in January. Like I said, as we stated at the very beginning, Cobra Mortal. Everywhere on social media. You can Google me. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at The Real Cobra Mortal, YouTube.com/Cobra Mortal CI, Apple Music. Everybody, Another Level. Peace.